Well, hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for June 22nd through the 28th. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have a message for you from my better angels. My better angels are reminding all 12 signs this month of June that it's time for us to learn new things. Everybody has to get going on stuff. We have gardening to learn. We have motorcycle maintenance to learn. We have all kinds of different opportunities, whether it's computer work, whether it's job stuff. Whatever you need to do, whatever you need to learn, there's a YouTube video for that. And of course, you should definitely be open to the possibilities. Most of us are pretty good about it, and we're like, okay, I need to learn how to do that. That's cool. I'll go and do it. And we get proactive. Some of us, on the other hand, kind of like, nope, not going to do it. And it doesn't really get us very far, does it? It makes us stop in our tracks and not really get where we need to go. So it's important for us to step up, get going, get willingness into our bodies, because it's the willingness that will get us where we need to go. All right? So let's be willing to do what we need to do and get going on our lives. All right? It's going to be great. Okay, so 3 cards in front of me. Guiding card. Your guiding card, Capricorn, for this month is the 3 of Pentacles, and it's reminding you you are in demand. You're in demand at a regular job. You're in demand at your not so regular job, or a job that you left. They're even calling you back to that. You're in demand with friends and neighbors who want you to come over to their house and do a project. So there's lots of people wanting your help in some way and somehow, and all you got to do is be open and willing to see what's happening, all right? Schedule your life accordingly. Be cautious, be careful what you accept, and I think you're going to have a good time, okay? Cool. So let's talk about what's going on right here. We got those 3 cards. All right. Now we have this mini antique tarot deck. We are using it for our mystery cards. Let's go ahead and get those out and see what you need, Capricorn. There it is, right there. All right, so we're going to set this card right here. We'll get back to that later, and we will use it as a confirmation that everything we've been talking about is pretty much on point, and we'll apply any additional information it has to the situation. All right? Cool. Let's go ahead and one more time add some Light Seers Tarot to these cards to bring more information, and we'll go deeper. All right? I am wanting to remind you that if you would like to subscribe to the channel, it would really help, and it's free. Ta-da! There you go. Now then, let's talk about what's going on here. This card here is talking about how you're remembering lessons from your past. You're remembering things from your past because, remember, last week we had that 5 of Swords and you were taking on all the responsibility for some stuff. And yeah, no, you're remembering all the things that happened in the past and how it's all come together. You don't want to repeat old behaviors, so you're working it out a whole new way, all right? But you're keeping that old stuff in mind, and it's good. Loving, loving, loving it. There will be something you'll want to get rid of. Physical stuff, a way of thinking, a relationship, or even a job. So you'll find that either you're overtaxed by the new job and you can't do some other thing you said you were going to do. You'll have to clear up your schedule a little bit. You may find that there's much too much crap around the job you've taken back over. And you're like, okay, now I got to clear the deck and get rid of all this crap. It's bothering me and I can't do my job. So I'm going to get rid of anything that's not necessary. And, you know, so you're literally doing a lot of purging and releasing so you can move forward, okay? Ways of thinking. Maybe you find that you're in this new position or this new situation, and even the old information you had doesn't fit anymore, and you're like, okay, I have to grow into a new situation. I have to learn this. Maybe there's a bunch of computer stuff they want you to do, and you're like, okay, now I got to fill out these forms and acquisitions and requisitions and put in receipts over here in a different way than I used to, and it'll be something you need to learn. So you have to let go of the old methods and embrace the new, okay? So lots of opportunities to get going on this stuff. The Queen of Swords is here. Yeah, there's going to be somebody in the mix who's very particular about how they like things done. Don't be afraid to let them train you on how they like things done, okay? You want me to do my paperwork a certain special way, and I can't do it the way I used to by handing you a shoebox full of paper? Guess what? You're going to have to sit down and teach me how to do that, okay? You're willing to learn, but you need to be taught, okay? Just be open and honest, and they'll be open and honest and say, all right, show up after work on this day and we'll take care of it, okay? Little by little, we'll get this thing done. Bring me your paper and we will do this together, fill out these forms, all right? Cool. This card here is talking about how, where you're blocked this particular week. We talked about how there wasn't going to be a raise coming your way or any additional funding suddenly showing up out of the blue. There would be a snafu, is what it came out really, is that there's something goes wrong with the finances and you're feeling a little frustrated. So, yeah, there's a delay in the money. This is a delay. This is not a never, it's a delay, okay? So, one more time, maybe it has to do with getting the paperwork right and you didn't get it right the first time, so you have to get taught how to do it right the second time. And then presto changeo, the paper and everything, and the money will get undelayed, all right? So, Page of Swords, new information about ways to be in charge are not coming to you because you're stuck learning new paperwork. There may be other information out there, but it will come probably next week. It's not coming right now. You're a little stuck trying to figure out all this new information, learning new things, and you can't embrace this information at all. And when you get the Nine of Pentacles here in the block department, it's really saying that, you know, everything is on hold financially right now. So even your family stuff is, if you had family plans to take care of your money in a certain way, this getting clogged up here is ruining them, okay? So you have to put a hold on all that nonsense. Take a deep breath. And then your solution is Seven of Pentacles. Okay, the final bits and pieces are getting done, but you had this huge delay. It's like you didn't even get paid last week like you were supposed to. So now you're moving forward and going, okay, fine, we got to get this thing unstuck. They're going to end up with 2 checks. Probably they're going to get unstuck at the same time, but it has to do with like a little hand holding and a little walking around with paperwork and sending stuff and making things happen like person to person. Hi, how are you? This is my printout of my thing, and I know you didn't get it. It didn't come out right, and so we'll have to send it up the channels, but can we hit the clickety click and make it happen faster? Because I'm really in a pinch. Thank you very much. And they're going to work it out, and you're going to be okay. The King of Pentacles is here. He is a gentleman who speaks about money more than anything else. He loves to gloat when he gets a good deal, and he loves a good deal, okay? So this guy is genuinely playing a part in the next 2 weeks, or at the end of the week, or during the week. He is genuinely a man who's all about getting a good deal, and he's, I think, somebody you were supposed to be talking to about some of what's going on here, right? But he's also the man who's got your budget. And so you're going to be talking to him eventually. You'll get a little bit of money in for yourself, and then you'll be talking to the King of Pentacles all about how you want to do the job and how you're going to make everything work, how you're doing those, you did those returns last week and got some windfall to some credit for the company because you didn't have any need for any of that other stuff, nor any place to store it, so it was good to clean up the area and get those bonuses. Interestingly, the Eight of Cups is showing up here, showing that one of your solutions is to walk away from somebody who doesn't serve you anymore, somebody who has caused you some issues or personal trauma of some sort. They come around and they need stuff all the time, but they never really bring anything to the table. So you're letting them go. You're releasing them back to the wild, okay? This could be the person that you decided you needed to release all along. You were like, I need to release this person and move forward. So you're actually able to do the work of that project, doubling down on that concept. But there were a lot of other things that you might be able to release to free yourself up. This is specifically a person that you're letting go to move forward during this week. All right? So that's an interesting finish to that week. All right. Let's get a message from the Cosmic Oracle. All right? Let's see what the cosmos has to say about all that. What do we have for Capricorn? They stick one up in the air and they say, take it, take it, take it. Okay. That's funny. Cards are funny. All right. So, go ahead and set these aside. Your message is, give your inner critique a vacation day. Be kind to yourself. Yeah. So, even you're learning lessons and letting things go and getting told that you don't know what to do with your computer, blah, blah, blah. Go easy on yourself. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of new stuff going on, and you just have to embrace it little at a time. We can learn new things, yes. But yeah, it's a lot. And you need to give yourself a minute and give yourself a break. Like, okay, I'm going to go eat my lunch like a regular person, and I'm not going to do anything weird and digital for a minute. Thanks very much. And yeah, you're going to be able to have some decent conversations here and make a solid decision here, okay? So be kind to yourself even as you're cutting somebody loose. It's important that you do it so you can move forward, but at the same time, you don't have to be brutal in the moment. So take good care of yourself. Don't be brutal to yourself either, all right? So let's get you a pocket full of rocks, all right, Capricorn? What is going on? All right. Okay, we have green garnet, we have malachite, and we have black tourmaline. Ooh, all right. It's important this week that you stay grounded. Okay, stay grounded here on the earth plane, take good care of yourself, be aware of who you are, where your feet are, what you're doing. Don't trip on anything, okay? I just was given a whole stay grounded, stay aware of your surroundings kind of situation. Okay, we have 2 third chakra stones, and we're talking about how it's important for you. Green almandine is green garnet is also called almandine, and at least I think that's how you say it. So, but it's all about bringing up your information from, you know, within the last year or so. Relatively recent memories, feelings, emotions, and processing them, dun, 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 and healing them so you can move forward, right? So this is going to be in the recent past. Maybe this has to do with this person here. This is a recent past situation where you're trying to resolve the situation. Or it could be that you've spent 1.5 years or 2 years doing something completely different so that when you're back in the saddle, you're being a little mean to yourself in this situation. There's my kitty. And yeah, so we want to be gentle with ourselves even as we're processing new information, learning new things. All of it's coming up and it's kind of a big deal. So be gentle with yourself and learn new things, but also heal those parts. Malachite. Malachite's a 3rd chakra stone, and it is the roto-rooter, okay? It is a deep, deep drill. It goes all the way down to the core, right? And it pulls up weird crap from our childhood, and it brings up things that we didn't know we were having a problem with. And sure enough, when we have some of these things going on with the Death card and the 8 of Cups, there's opportunities in here for us to feel lots of weird feelings. So I want you to remember the lesson from your past and know that as you're doing that, Malachite's bringing it up. bringing up this new information, and it wants you to heal it. It wants you to brush away the leaves, get a blower out, find the meat of the situation, figure out a way to clean it up, figure out a way to make it better, because whatever it was, it's no longer valid in its current form. So you can fix it, change it, alter it to what it needs to be, and then release it and heal it properly. Huzzah! Or heal it properly and then release it. Huzzah! All right, so this is good news, and I love that you have this opportunity. It's up to you to decide how you want to do it, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read that mystery card right now. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. We have the gift of love. This is nice. This is an opportunity for you to, some of you will be entering into relationships. Maybe once you've released old relationships, you can move forward, or old wounds, you can move forward in new relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it likely is. It's going to be great. I think that you'll find new love, new possibilities. There's even a possibility of a new pet coming into your life, so that's fun. And finally, of course, if you're wanting to grow your family, this is an opportunity for you to do so. I know there's a lot of other things going on, but our bodies are weird, and they will let us do things in strange times. Maybe they'll see you feeling so many negative feelings that they're like, we need to give you some joy. Watch. So pay attention to how that works. Now, I want to tell you that you don't have to carry these stones if you don't want to, but you can if you want to, and it would be great if you did. They would help a lot. But if you want to comment below and let me know how they work for you or don't work for you and what you carry instead, we'll have a conversation about rocks, and that would be fun. If you haven't liked and subscribed, it'd be a good time to do so. It would help the channel grow, as well as knowing that it's totally free to do so. All right, and then you won't miss a single video. Down in the link below, down in the description box below, you'll find all kinds of really cool stuff. Number one, you'll find which cards I'm using and where you can get them on Amazon or Etsy, and that will help you have them in your hands. You'll find ways to book private readings where we can do a phone reading when I'm not in your personal town, and you can then have the experience of a private reading. Ta-da! Or look at my schedule and find out when I'm going to be in your personal town, and come on out to the fair. Wear a cool costume, get a turkey leg, and let's have a private reading in the space. And I would love to see you there. All right. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next week when we'll talk about July. All right. Thank you so much.